All right, what up, YouTube? Stream Sports 414. Here to talk about UFC 153 going down tonight, man, in Brazil, Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. Stephen Bonner will be challenging the GOAT, Anderson Silva. I kind of doubted Bonner a lot, man, until I looked at Bonner's resume, again, and had an understanding of who he has fought and why his record is not as good as it could have been. You know what I mean? Like, Bonner has never really been a fighter that really broke that barrier of being able to fight, multiple times for titles and things like that. But he has fought a lot of fighters on their way up to fight the title, if that makes sense to you. You know what I mean? Like, he fought John Jones, when John Jones was climbing up the ranks, man. And John Jones gave him hell the whole fight. Was not able to finish Bonner. Bonner has never been finishing a fight. But then again, he has never fought a person, I believe, on the striking level of Anderson Silva. Bonner has made a career for himself out of taking punishment. You cannot go into a fight with the mindset I'm going to take punishment and be able to walk out of the octagon with Anderson Silva. It just doesn't work like that with him. You know what I mean? It just doesn't work like that. But then again, on the flip side of that, if he is able to survive 5 rounds, man, he has a legitimate chance to possibly win a decision against Anderson Silva. It's going to be real hard for him. It's going to be real hard for him. But for the most part, though, that's the type of fighter that Stephen Bonner is. He's going to go in there and kind of, weather the storm. And, make sure he gets his points in and things like that. And pretty much try to out-wrestle and outwork you. I don't know how effective it'll be against, Anderson Silva. Chael Sonnen did have some success, with the first fight with Silva, trying to outwork him. But I believe that was a fluke. As you look at the second fight, it looked like very much it was a fluke to me. People have had some success with Anderson Silva in the earlier rounds with trying to outwork him and outpoint him. And the reason being is because of the type of the fighter that Anderson Silva is. Anderson Silva is a slow starter, as long as you're not a fast starter yourself. He really kind of goes in and looks to wear his opponent down mentally, not even physically all the way. It's more of a mental thing. It's like, okay, you want to turn it up? I'm gonna turn it up a notch higher than you are. Than you are doing right now. And it kind of speaks to the respect that Anderson Silva has for mixed martial arts and martial arts, period. You know what I mean? You can tell how he carries himself in and out of the ring. He's a fan of martial arts. But anyway, that's all I really want to speak on as far as the UFC 153 event going on tonight, man. I will be doing a post-fight UFC 153 upload immediately after the fight. Might even have a couple little vids of the fight-wise going on. But I want to talk about Strikeforce, as I've been talking about, as I talked about on my last upload. Strikeforce has canceled the November 3rd card totally. Showtime once again has said we're not going to air a mediocre fight card. I don't know if you guys know, but one cancellation for a fight promotion can possibly end that promotion. Look at Affliction. Affliction had to cancel a fight card due to Josh Barnett testing positive for steroids when he was supposed to be fighting Fedor Emelianenko, which I think Emelianenko would have damaged him anyway. But anyway, that's what happened. But I'm kind of curious to find out what's going to happen with Daniel Cormier. Daniel Cormier was supposed to have one more fight on Strikeforce, one more fight with Strikeforce, and he was supposed to pretty much move to the UFC. I kind of look at it now, man. I think that Cormier should not be forced to fulfill that last fight. I think they should enable Cormier to go ahead and move over to the UFC and move on with his career and do with the Strikeforce brand what I've been saying they should do. Now, They do have a Strikeforce card lined up for January 2013. And now that I think about it, it might be, it probably is in Strikeforce's best interest to maybe slow things down a little bit. You have a lot of MMA going on right now. You have Bellator, you have UFC, you have the Ultimate Fighter live, not Ultimate Fighter, not live, Ultimate Fighter live right now, but you have the Ultimate Fighter show. You know what I mean? And then you have Strikeforce. Right now, there are more MMA events going on that are heavily televised than any time in history right now. So it's the market is almost getting to a point of saturation. You know, UFC puts on a lot more fights than they ever have put on before in the existence of the UFC brand. You know what I mean? So, I'm looking forward to the new Strikeforce promotion in the way I think they're going to do things, man. I think they're going to throw on one real big show for the end of the year, possibly, and then kind of start moving towards, you know, that being a minor league brand, so to speak, to the UFC. I would like for them to do that, you know what I mean? But anyway, man, I'm not going to ramble on, man. This is a lot longer than I usually make any of my videos. But your boy Extreme Sports 414, man, keep tuned in. Like I said, I'm going to probably do a couple of video uploads during the fight and directly after the fight. You know what I mean? So, Extreme Sports 414, UFC 153. I will also be doing some uploads about Bellator. I've been watching that on a consistent basis for the last 2 weeks now. And I feel like I'm a little more confident to actually elaborate on the situation because I know a little more about it. Holla.